You're all doing well. How are we all doing? A little bit of a confusion there from my start with my AC. It was kind of icing out. The blower was muting up the microphone. So here we today are talking about miracles and their existence. And yes, they do exist. I have a personal uh, experience with miracles as far as two in my life. First one will be me going from straight atheist, needed to see proof of everything, to this religious. Hello. To realizing I was one of the chosen and anointed by God Himself. Um, it's a deep honor and it carries a lot of responsibility. I'm here to guide everyone as best I can to be your lighthouse in the dark and help heal this world. We all have a responsibility, and when we're incorporating things like miracles, so to speak, well, one, that's a pretty big deal for me to actually have to see something. I have to experience something for me to go from straight atheist from a year ago to very religious and spiritual. Now, I've had all the training in the world as far as doctrine goes. I went to a Catholic high school. My mother was a nun, actually. Um, so for like 10 years. Hello. And I pretty much had, demonology and ideology and theology kind of crammed down my throat from a young age. But I never understood why until very recently. Second miracle is for those of you who do not know me, am diagnosed with something called chronic kidney disease. And that's a very difficult disease to come out of. I have healed myself from getting a reading of 12, which is really bad. A normal person's is at like 1.4. And I brought mine down to a 3.4, to a 2.4. And that healing of thyself is a miracle with that. So there's miracle 2 for you. Miracle 3 was a reconciliation of my relationship. I'm very, very grateful for the person I have. And quite honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I would. And I wouldn't change a thing. Well, maybe 1 or 2. Not really. Because it showed me exactly how much I care for the other. So I'm very grateful to the King of the Universe for that. Let's see here. I've seen war where people get blown apart and no reason why you made it out. But there you are. That was my situation then. There I was. Still there. I've had a tractor trailer run me over in a work truck while I was driving along the road. Tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, big rig, ran me over. They had to cut me out like Han Solo with the jaws of life. I should have been dead then. Yet, here I am. I should be heavily scarred from a lot of those things. Not at all. My scars should have entailed big old shards of glass that were about this long that were sticking on my face from the car accident. So there's miracle 3 for you. Miracle 4, a long time ago, about 7 years ago, I tripped very drunkenly into and my back landed against this ceramic drum that is usually used in dryers and it has this all this little perforated holes, and it spins real fast. Dries out the clothes. We'll take that off that spindle and put that on a stand as a fire pit. Have it heated for like 4 hours, and then fall backwards on it, wearing nothing but a t-shirt, and my back can't even see it. And for like a month and a half straight, I just dripped liquid skin, but there's no scar. That's pretty amazing. So I'd say that'd qualify as miracle. I have a titanium plate in my head. And I should have had, I had a hematoma coming from that, and it should have flooded my brain and shut me off like 3 days after it happened. But unfortunately, when that did happen, apparently I was able to keep going for an additional 7 days until I passed out at work with a sledgehammer in my hand. And the doctor said he couldn't let me go home or I wouldn't wake up. So there's miracle number 4 for you. Okay. Miracles exist. And they are in every aspect of our lives. We just sometimes don't choose to see them. For this entire month, was so fixated on all these testing month of June being a testing month. I gotta make sure I got everything right. And I forgot the most important thing is come as you are. Is God's his main focus is to have you come as you are, with an open heart and a surrendered soul. That's all he has. So with that, when I realized this, today I just looked at how many people, when I just published a book, or I'm just trying to get my book published, and I just looked at all the messages from now till then, when I finished writing it, which was a month ago. And there's publishers I haven't even gotten back to yet, but I was so focused on, I got to see a miracle, I got to see one. I didn't even see the one that was already right there in front of me. And on top of that, I have gotten at least 8 phone calls from a number called at 1-888-888-3033. If you know any angel numbers, you know that in itself is a holy fuck my life miracle in itself. I should have answered one of those phone calls. So for anybody who thinks miracles don't exist, you are sorely mistaken, my friend. Now, being chosen doesn't mean we are granted a corporea of miracles just because we're chosen. Doesn't mean that. I was chosen to be his mouthpiece and to help everyone else out. Hello, how are you? We get a lot of visions. And the last one I got was kind of interesting, where I'll just write down what I wrote, which is: wind rushes, crowds roar, tears sing, ground shakes, stars dive, lights go out, goals call, and a light within will emit as God armors me. The ever presence of God in me will shine with a brilliance no one can deny, as I stay rooted with him as my anchor. Faith will command the tempest with your arms and hands raised and voice clad in truth. Command it to subside, and all will know the God of awe, which is the God of amazement, is within me. His Arcadian angel of Phaneris, fire, word of God. That was a specific vision given to me. Not like a daydream, but more like a daytime. You're awake, fully capable, fully aware, and you see it. Second. So another thing. this is also to let everybody know this is not the end of things. This is only the beginning. We're just getting warmed up. Uh, are being raised of a interconnected consciousness. Now, do you know what that means? Interconnected consciousness. What that means is where you, me, your next door neighbor, the guy you can't stand down the street, we all have an awareness of each other, interconnected, like a network. I can feel when my neighbor feels bad. I can feel when my sister, who's not opening up to me, feels bad. This interconnected consciousness is something we're going to develop, and it's through that I'm to be the steward of generational wealth, where I can help as much as I can, as many people as I can. That's what I aim to do in His glory, and only for His glory, not for mine. I'm not here for fanfare, and I ain't here, sure as hell ain't here to be liked. I'm here to fulfill a mission that was given to me, and that is just to communicate His messages as best and as good as I can to my ability. Interconnected consciousness for an awakened divine soul will create a stronger than ever interconnected global base with other people who will share in a sustained trust with inner assurance. When we can have inner assurance within ourselves, when that miracle happens, God will have shown us that clear intention and activation of it, where we can openly communicate to each other and create more of a positive outlook on things. And I can say, you know what, I'm not feeling too great today. And someone else can say, I can see you're not feeling too great today. And actually give a shit. Not just surface levels, oh, hey, how you doing? No. Like, really care about each other. And that's the cool thing. Because that's never happened in human history. Like, ever. Minus the Native Americans. They're about as close as an interconnected system as I can come to. But picture that. We're all in an interconnected state where we can feel the other person. And we actually genuinely want to help each other. I think that is one of the most beautiful things that could ever happen. Because we actually would want to hurt or help each other and not have this hurt that we hide, or where we shame ourselves, or we look at ourselves in the mirror and all we see are all the negatives. So here's a clue. If you read beauty magazines or you look at anything where like bodybuilding or anything, take those magazines and throw them in the garbage. Or better yet, put them through the shredder. Or put them through the shredder, then put them in the garbage. Either one. Maybe have a bonfire. You never know. You gotta have some fun with it. What I'm saying is, that shit is made to every single photo on there. I guarantee you is photoshopped. Every model on there is photoshopped. Nobody looks like those people. And the reason why that is because people who run those magazines are engineering a system to make you feel unworthy of yourself. Every single person is worthy, more than worthy. And God thinks you are too. Every single person is priceless to Him. And when you come into that full knowledge and you have that settled right here in your heart, and you open up to Him and say, you know what, God, I don't know what the hell or where the hell you're leading me or what the hell you want me to do, but you know what? I trusted you this far. I'm going to continue on trusting you. You haven't had my head in a noose yet, so, kind of got to go with that. And it's really freeing, actually, because when I was looking back on my cell phone, I was, still walking outside, looking at the sky for a miracle, looking for some crazy thing. I should have just been checking my email. I have like 14 publishers that have been begging to publish my book. I got 18 calls from that one number I just listed, the 818888888 300 or 3033. Sorry. So 333 and 88888, which is abundance numbers, angel numbers, and angel numbers of creation and change. It's a pretty big deal. And to miss them 18 of those calls, it just shows you, just because you can't see the miracles in front of you doesn't mean they're not happening. It just means you're not looking in the right place sometimes. Sometimes you have to alter your perspective to see where we're going with it, you know? And I think an interconnected consciousness with like the human race having that would be a wondrous thing. Not only would we worry about each other or have support for each other, we would work with each other and then create as a whole a stronger and more whole, not divided community, but a whole community. The person you don't like down the street, guess what? They would feel how you feel, and you would feel how they feel, and you would actually be able to see it from their eyes. How crazy would that be? And I am here to tell you, yes, that is possible. The only possibility there ever is, the only limit, is that word. What you conceive is limits. There are no limits. That's the great thing about this vehicle of humankind, that we can always steer and strive to do better. Be better. Not just have ideals, but actually going out in everyday life and living those ideals and making sure you're actually being better. If you want to change the world, or you say you would love to have, more abundance in your life, you can't do nothing without changing your interior landscape, without changing what's inside your heart. You got to change what's in here first, and then you can go on and building a better community. I had to learn that for myself. I had to change what's in here. If you have something rotten in here or something that's hidden, you're going to have rotten results. You want good results, guess what? You have to open up. And as we open up, we realize that there are traumas and things that we never even knew we had. And the only one who's ever going to show you those things is the guy in the sky. That's a fucking fact. Jack. So, I am done preaching at all of you. Shame on you. Yeah. No. Nothing like that, my friends. Understand, the Holy Spirit is not some thing to be feared or anything. It is spoken with reverence in the fact that, yes, I give undying gratitude, unwavering gratitude to the King of the universe every single day, because I am grateful for the next breath I take, the next time I'm able to look at my person and appreciate her. There's things I can look outside and see light coming through my window or gentle breeze on the wind. Those are all reminders that God's right there. Do you understand? Like, there's nothing better than having that moment in your life where you are aware of these things. And then maybe you can find a social clique that you can find, say on YouTube, like tarot readers or whatnot. That's for me, that share like-minded things. Like Mia Soul, wonderful Australian chap. I don't know the guy personally. Wish I did. Sounds like an awesome person, but he basically mirrors the same ideals that I'm spewing out of my mouth, which is really fucking cool. And there's another person, Carissa Speaks, and Prince Eva. All these people are genuine people with genuine emotions that don't. I give a fuck what someone thinks about me. If you don't like what I'm saying, well, guess what? Get off my channel. This is my channel. My worth is vast beyond measure. And I know that now. And I only knew that because the man upstairs showed me. I've been in war. I've had trials. I've had tribulations. I've been homeless 5 years before. You're going to try to tell me something less Anybody who says something less, that you are less than what I just said about your worth, each of you are priceless, is selling you something. Don't ever think less of yourselves. Don't ever think that you are beneath someone. Now, sometimes there is a time where you can sit down, have a Coke and a smile, shut the fuck up, and listen to somebody. But that only goes as skin deep as the level of information they're pushing out. Okay? And I'm not here to scold you guys. I'm not. I'm just bringing a few things to light. In case you haven't noticed, I just listed 5 miracles in my life. I can't wait for the rest. Because if these are the little ones, basically healing his own chronic kidney disease, that's wow. Still alive after how many encounters where I should not have been alive? And still have at least an open heart to try to welcome people and try to explain, I'm not here to scold. I am here to welcome anyone who is honest, true, and has good intent for humanity. I have no problem with that. I think that is amazing. And you could be atheist, you could be pansexual, you could be transsexual. I don't give a fuck what you are. All I care about is what's in here. Because that's all God cares about. Anybody else saying something? They're selling you something else. They're not selling you something of God. You're all beautiful. You're all wonderful. And I look forward to meeting more of you. I don't know how this healing thing works with me and that ability, but I've been told to start doing it for people. So I'm going to give it a go. But I mean, shit, chronic kidney disease, basically, I'm just waiting on the surgery guys to say that you're cured. We don't know how you did it. But I know. So, miracles and their existence are around you every day. You just have to know where to look.
The miracles you counted are only the ones that you know of, too.
Oh, I just did a broad list. That wasn't even really going in introspect. That was just.
And there's just the ones you know of.
So, this is where I leave you, my friends. This is what I have to say. I think you all are awesome. I think today is a gift. Let's begin.